Hi, today I'm reviewing the Beauty of Joseon Light On Serum with Centella and Vitamin C. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, check out the links below, or check out my Patreon community. Okay, I love almost all things Beauty of Joseon. So when they come out with a new product, I get excited because they're not a giant brand where they're coming out with new stuff all the time. It's, you know, it seems like intentional, slowly bringing things to market thoughtfully. You know, they're not like a giant brand like, I don't know, like Cetyl where they release like 20 new products all at once. They don't do that. So it's more exciting when they come out with stuff. And a lot of times their products are pretty nice. So anyway, so getting to it. So they say restore skin's luminosity with this brightening serum infused with 10% 3-O-ethyl acid, which is a vitamin C derivative, to combat hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone without irritating skin. It also contains 68% Centella Asiatica extract, lightweight and fast-absorbing formula, fights against external aggressors while soothing and hydrating the skin. And I tend to agree with most of that. So, okay, let me get to my first criteria, which is packaging. I really dig this packaging. It's the same packaging I use for their retinol. Plastic tube with a little pump on the end. I love it. It's super easy to travel with, which is what I also like about it. You can throw it in and go. Very convenient, very easy to travel with. Always a plus. And they put the expiration date on the back, which is nice. Okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those, so no issues with that. When we get to fragrance, that's the only slight issue I have. There's no real noticeable scent to this at all. I don't notice it. However, it does contain citrus Unshiu peel extract, which is an extract. If it were citrus Unshiu peel oil, it would be a totally different story, but it's still, that peel extract still can have a small essential oil component to it, probably very low, probably not an issue for most people except for those with probably the most sensitive skin types, so keep that in mind, and the scent isn't noticeable. It also contains Gardenia Florida extract, which it may be an antioxidant, but it also is more of a fragrance ingredient, so keep that in mind. I don't notice any smell to it at all, so that's nice, but there is some ingredients in there which have a potential to irritate skin because they might have some fragrant component to it. Okay, in terms of the manufacturing location, this one is made in Korea, so no issues with that. Ease of use, so vitamin C, best off used in your morning routine because it helps your sunscreen work better. However, this a lot of the times typically goes back to L-ascorbic acid and not specifically to the vitamin C derivatives. Vitamin C derivatives, it's a little bit of a different story. There's still not a ton of research on them, but I still recommend using this in your morning routine. It's got a wonderful, like a gel lotion texture to it. So a little bit of it tends to go a very long way, which is nice. So you can apply this in your morning routine after cleansing and toning, and if you use any other lightweight water-based serums, I would use those first and then use this. And then obviously follow up with a good moisturizer and then sunscreen. But it really feels nice on the skin. It doesn't feel greasy at all. It sets to a natural finish. It doesn't look shiny, but it doesn't look like super mattifying either. It looks somewhere in the middle, very natural. So it feels nice. No issues with pilling. So you can use this under sunscreen and moisturizer without worrying if it's going to pill up because it just doesn't do that. And very nice. And there's some vitamin C, or not some moisturizers that don't work so well over vitamin C. They tend to kind of like melt almost when you put them over like a strong ascorbic acid product. But when you use a derivative like they used here, that issue isn't there because the pH is going to be higher because you're not using the L-ascorbic acid, you're using the ethyl acid, which is just totally different. So anyway, so ease of use, very easy to use, feels really nice. No issues at all with that. Wonderful, very wonderful to use. Okay, in terms of beneficial ingredients in this one, so we've got a pretty decent list here. So obviously we've got Centella Asiatica extract, wonderful antioxidant, skin soothing ingredients, a wonderful humectant as well. We've got ethyl acid, which is a vitamin C derivative. It's a stable vitamin C derivative. However, there's still not a whole ton of fully done studies, peer-reviewed studies on it, showing that it is as good as ascorbic acid. So anytime you're using it and you're not using ascorbic acid, you might be giving up some benefits that ascorbic acid has been proven to show that it has, that ethyl acid doesn't have. More studies still need to be done. I personally have used a lot of different things with ethyl acid to varying degrees of success. And to be honest, I notice the most benefits when I just use ascorbic acid, but a lot of people are really big fans of ethyl acid, so nothing wrong with that. At this point, it seems to have the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, and it may be able to boost the skin's collagen production, but still not a ton of research done on it, so you're taking it with a grain of salt, and that's all claimed by the manufacturer of this derivative, so take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so aside from that, we've also got, let's see, Panthenol, which is a good soothing ingredient, great wound healing soothing ingredient. We've got Betaine, good humectant. We've got Japanese kelp seaweed, which is a skin protecting ingredient, which is another good reason to use this in the morning. You might recognize things like pycnogenol and things like that have protecting abilities, and this Japanese kelp seaweed has the same protecting benefits for your skin. Let's see, we've got Eclipta prostrata leaf extract, which is an antioxidant. We've got a myrrh cork bark tree, which is a soothing, anti-acne, antibacterial ingredient. We've got kale extract, which is actually a moisturizing ingredient. I'm going to assume it probably also has antioxidant benefits. I wish I liked kale. I just don't, but I do. But you know what? Maybe if you sneak it into something, I wouldn't notice. I don't know. Okay, next up, we've got bisabolol, which is a good soothing ingredient. We've got adenosine, cell communicating ingredient. We've got fructooligosaccharides, which is a moisturizing ingredient. We've got my beloved beta-glucan, humectant, skin soothing, wound healing ingredient. I absolutely love it. We've got hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant. Then we've got ascorbic acid polypeptide, another antioxidant. And then we've got arginine, which is a skin identical amino acid. So a nice list of beneficial ingredients and skin soothing ingredients and wound healing ingredients. I like it. Yeah, no issues with that. I wish Joseon was a brand that were able, so they probably manufacture one whole run of this. It expires in what year? 2026. So they probably make one batch of this and then work on selling that for the next year. I wish they could manufacture things more regular, like brands like Geek and Gorgeous, because then they could have a really nice ascorbic acid vitamin C, but I'm sure they don't have the capabilities to continually, weekly remanufacture it like other brands can do. It's probably very expensive every week to start that process again. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this brand is cruelty-free, so no issues at all with that. In terms of performance, so it's really nice. It's really light feeling. It's really easy to fit into any routine. It's a nice option for people. There's a lot of people that find ascorbic acid, no matter what percentage, find it irritating for their skin. There's just some people that just don't have good luck with it. I don't know exactly what common denominator there is, but there's some people that just doesn't work well for. And so this derivative might be a nice option. So you're still getting the benefit, some of the benefits from vitamin C, we hope, but you're not having the irritation that it can accompany with ascorbic acid. I typically think it's probably the pH of it. It's super low to penetrate the skin. So this product claims to brighten an even skin tone and provide antioxidant protection and anti-aging. In my opinion, this will help brighten and even skin and moisturize it, but in terms of actual antioxidant protection, I'm not totally sold on it. I think it'll help obviously brighten the skin, but in terms of anti-aging and things like that, I don't know. I'm not totally sold on it. I'm more keen to trust an actual ascorbic acid product for that, but may help brighten and things like that. And obviously it'll help hydrate the skin and soothe it. So keep that in mind. The nice thing is, in terms of acne-prone skin, we've only got 2 ingredients of note. We've got Cetearyl alcohol and sorbent isosterate, so pretty friendly for most skin types, which is nice. And even better, the price. So this is the full size, which is 30 milliliters, right? 1 ounce. Or is it bigger than that? Why don't they say? Okay, well, yes, 30 milliliters. Excuse me. 30 milliliters, 1 ounce, and retails for $16. So it's a pretty good deal. You're not going bankrupt buying this by any means. And the fact that 1 pump covers most of my face, it'll last you a while. Okay, last but not least, in terms of the it factor, certainly not a must-have. I probably won't repurchase it. I'll certainly finish it up. I do like using this when there's certain other products I use that might be contradictory to using ascorbic acid with, such as certain peptides, copper peptides, things like that. I find sometimes the derivatives, even with you, if you apply a neutral product in between them, can play can play better with those peptides than ascorbic acid would. So it's nice to have that option. But it's not a must-have, but it might be nice for most skin types except super sensitive skin because of those 2 fragrance ingredients. I did find one duper alternative, and that is the Skin and Lab Vitamin C Brightening Serum. It's kind of an alternative, but the nice thing about that one is it includes several different vitamin C derivatives. So later on, if one of them is shown not to be super beneficial, maybe one of the other ones will. So keep that duper alternative in mind. But otherwise, this one's very nice. So with the 10 being a perfect score, I gave it an 8. Pretty nice product overall. Can fit into most routines easily and won't be a problem for most people. So anyway, interest hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check this one out yet or not, and if you have what your thoughts are. So leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.